In this video, I'm going to cover how to use the resources available to you at your gym to create a game when not enough players from a team show up. If a game doesn't occur, the refs don't get paid and the teams get refunded. Bottom line, it's a lose-lose for everyone. It's always possible for the refs to work together to make a league game that feels just like every other game. It's not about refunds, it's just about fairness. People pay to play weekly. They paid for a league game, and they paid for a workout. It's our job to give it to them. Before the previous game ends, look at the players showing up for the next game. It's usually pretty obvious when you'll need to help make a game. Check your texts, as the league usually knows about teams that are short and may be sending players. As soon as the previous game ends, assess the situation with your partner and formulate a plan on how you're going to provide the best possible experience for the players. In the event that you need to make a game, recruit players from the previous game immediately. They're willing to play when they're still warm, but if you take a while and let them sit down, they'll be far less willing to help. Get it all set up, lend jerseys out so that the game appears more organized. This all has to happen very quickly, within 3 or 4 minutes. Make a verbal announcement that this game is occurring. A few players are showing up late, even if those players are actually players from the next game that you're going to recruit to play in the second half of the current game, and then tip the thing off. The sooner you start the game, the better. If you need to have one ref play, so be it. In a make-a-game situation, you have to ref more strictly than a normal game. Sending people to the line and making a lot of calls help the game feel less like a pickup game and more like a league game. Even if you pick up 4 players from the street and a ref plays, this is still a real game and must be treated as such by the officials. If a ref has to play, it is a necessity that you get them out of the game as soon as possible. All games must have 2 refs for the entire second half. As soon as someone comes into the gym, get them into the game so that your partner can get out and start reffing. Make sure to finish the game professionally, make calls, throw a tee, do all you can to make it feel like a real game. Women's League. There is a difference with making a game for the Women's League. Sometimes you'll have to have one team lend a player to the other team so that there can be a 5-on-5 game. Other times there are not a combined 10 women to play. In this case, try to get a 4 women versus 4 women game going. If even this is not possible, you can go 3 women and 1 man versus 3 women and 1 man. If you're going the 4-on-4 route with 1 male on each team, make sure they have positive attitudes and know how to play appropriately. This means that they aren't joking around, are playing hard, and are passing the ball. Use your judgment in this situation when you have to pick players. You don't want a huge guy that will use his size advantage to beast in the post, but you don't want a jokester who will play fake defense and disrupt the seriousness of the game. Women would rather be defended than let score. The last point I really want to reiterate is that it's imperative that the last 20 minutes of this make-a-game scenario are completed with 2 refs and a 5-on-5 game. This will help the game feel like any other league game and will leave all players feeling satisfied.